I finally got the same remuneration as a man, which I never did in Bollywood. I mean, maybe I'll cry one night or the other when an opportunity was taken away from me, but I don't sit in the
कभी किसी को इतना भी मत डराओ कि डर ही खत्म हो जाए.
I remember I had to do, I've done so many small roles in big movies in Hollywood. But that's what it took for me when I started here too. A lot of people used to say to me, oh, she's left doing Bollywood movies to do small roles in Hollywood. It started with every new actor starts there. You have to start with from the beginning. Hollywood is not the same without you. It doesn't work that way. You have to go, you have to pound the pavement, you have to walk in, you have to be rejected, you have to audition, and you have to work around the culture of a new country. And that was so hard. I had to swallow the humility pill, and I was willing to do that hard work. And then 10 years later, I finally got my leading role in a movie. I finally got the same remuneration as a man, which I never did in Bollywood. I have never got the same check as my male co-actor, even if my part is the same, even if I've held the movie as much as I can. I've also had people wanting to jeopardize my career.
Like what used to happen?
Take away from work, make sure that I wasn't cast just because, I was doing well in what I was doing. But that's not what stopped. I don't sit and wait and harp on. Maybe I'll cry one night or the other when an opportunity was taken away from me, but I don't sit in the You can sit in the and then you'll start smelling of it. And then you don't even know you're smelling of it because you've got so used to it. So then you just become dark and negative and you'll never move forward. You have to shut off the noise. There are many people that will want to pull you down, but don't focus on that. Focus on the one person that believes in you. Focus on the light, little sliver of light that you might see, a little bit of inspiration that you might see. And that's the hardest thing to do because you're bogged down by baggage. You're bogged down by shackles of people holding you down. So you have to really push forward. And that's just individual. Do you have that inside of you to fight that fight for yourself? Or are you going to wait for somebody else to do it? That's an individual choice.
What's the message for the girls who are starting out their careers or who are trying to climb?
I think it can be very scary. This generation of girls is fearless. And there's so many girls that take charge of their own lives. And they say, I'm not going to fit into the cookie cutter mold that probably my mother did or my grandmother had to. And it's so, I have goosebumps right now just thinking about it. I meet so many young women who have changed the trajectory of their families because of the choices that they've made. I think my message would be that there's a lot of noise around us.
Narratives.
Yeah. And people that tell us to be a certain way, that people that tell us that, I was talking the other day about someone that when I went to convent school, I had this thing called moral science, a subject called moral science, which taught me how, women should be seen, not heard, the lengths of our skirts, how we should sit with our legs. There's so much that is being told to women that to be a good girl, you have to be a certain way. Good girls don't make history. You know what I mean? Bold girls make history. Bold people make history. So if you want to be the lead actor of your movie, which is your life, you've got to take choices that might be contrary to what you've heard. And that empowerment may or may not come from your parents, may or may not come from your family or boyfriend or whoever you're around. It comes from you. And that no one can do.